Well, good evening to everybody out there. This is the Harding Stardusters before you, and I am very pleased to have them here, and I hope you will enjoy the performance today. I am Jacob Hartman, the director of the Stardusters, and just a few housekeeping items before we get started. For safety purposes, make sure that you are spaced out 6 feet or more from people that are in your household. And wear a mask if you aren't able to do so. We appreciate that. And also, I just wanted to draw your attention to our lovely donation bucket up here in the front. At any point today, if you feel compelled to support this great group in front of you, feel free, and it would be much appreciated. We'll introduce more of the band members as we go here, but we're going to kick it right off with our first tune. This is All of Me. It was made famous by a jazz vocalist named Billie Holiday. And this will feature Ronnie Prater on the trombone. Thanks again for joining us today. We hope you enjoy All of Me. We also had Allison Simon with a little solo ditty there at the end. So before I get too far into the program, I just want to give a few special thanks to some great people that are helping us out today. First off is John Mullins in the telecom department. Or I guess it's just John Mullins today. And we also have a few Harding High School staff members filling in for some people today. I know from my own experience in school, some of the most inspiring times were the times that I got to sit in next to my teachers and play alongside them. So we're trying to foster that sort of environment here. So we have Mr. Yuji Jones on the tenor saxophone. And we also have Mr. Sam Weibel joining us on the trombone, one of the assistant choir directors, or the assistant choir director. And then also Mr. Wolf, he's always around to help out with moving and lifting and logistics. So Mr. Wolf's been around for a long, long time, and we're grateful for that. All right, we're going to move on to our next tune here. This is a nice Latin tune entitled Sunday Afternoon. And this one will feature Audrey Simon on the alto saxophone for the solo. And feel free, after they finish their solo, let them know that you really enjoyed what they played. Give them a round of applause. All right, without further ado, Sunday Afternoon. Alrighty, thank you very much. Nice job, Audrey, on that solo. All right, band, which section am I introducing first? All right, I'll introduce the saxes first. Why not? You guys are in the front here. So, a jazz band has a little bit different instrumentation than a normal band that you might see, or the marching band that you might see on a football Friday night. So we'll take some time and just introduce you to our saxophone section first. So over here, this one, we have the Barry saxophone. This is Caitlin Down. We have Cass Reynolds. This is actually not a tenor saxophone. You might realize that. But we have been all-inclusive this year, just given all the circumstances going on, and just wanted to give as many kids as possible the joy of making music with their friends. So we have some instruments that you might normally not see in a jazz band that you'll get introduced to later. So thank you, Cass, on the bass cornet, Mr. Jones on the tenor saxophone, Josh Smith, alto saxophone, Audrey Simon, alto saxophone, and Jalen Fogel on the tenor saxophone. Let's give it up for the saxophone section. And saxophone wannabes. Sorry. All right, we'll keep moving here. This one, I would venture to bet $1 million that everybody in the audience right now would probably know this next song that we're about to play. Raise your hand if you've heard of Take the A Train. Anybody heard of that song, Take the A Train? All right. I guess not as many people knew that as I thought. So this is a jazz standard by the great composer Duke Ellington. He was a piano player. And you'll notice there's some little features with the piano part there for Allison as well. But our soloist on this tune is Grace McCreary on the clarinet. So this is Take the A Train. All right, thank you, Grace. Excellent work on your solo. Next up, we have a tune called Perfidia. So this was originally a swing tune that the Glenn Miller Orchestra made famous, but this is a very cool Latin arrangement of this, and this will be featuring Josh Smith on the alto saxophone. We hope you enjoy Perfidia. All right, I'm going to take a little break here and give a shout out to our rhythm section. They are really the people that help run a jazz ensemble. You cannot have a jazz ensemble without a rhythm section. So we have the wonderful Allison Simon on the piano. And we have this instrument right here, the sousaphone. It's not typically a jazz instrument, but we just have a phenomenal player this year in Miles on the tuba or the sousaphone, so he has been covering the bass voice. And then we've got two drummers over here. We have Jackson Greenewalt. And then the person you heard featured on the last song on drum set was Brody Thomas. And kind of a fun fact about Brody, he just picked up the drum set in January, and he was able to perform for us today. So proud of your progress on the drum set. Very nice. All right, our next song will be Satin Doll. This is another Duke Ellington chart, a famous piano player in jazz and composer as well of jazz music. And this one will feature J1 Fogel on the tenor saxophone. Thank you very much. For those of you that are musicians or have played music, you know our pain of playing outside in the wind. It's definitely adds an extra challenge, an extra element to it. So we appreciate your patience with us. This is our first time playing outside, but we hope you're having a great time. We are. Are you? All right. That's great to hear. Fun fact about jazz. Jazz music is the only 100% original American art form. So it's something that it's a tradition of our heritage and our culture. So it's definitely something that should be passed down to the generations of the future and just continue to thrive as time goes on. So we're going to introduce another section here, and we're going to introduce the trombone section now, which we have a birthday today. So we'll start down here on the end. This is Robert Vanderborn. And next on the lead trombone part, we have Ronnie Prater. And next we have birthday boy, Eric Campo. And then at the end, we have our sit-in. Just found him on the street here, Sam Weibel. Just kidding. And because why not? We have our instruments with us. It's Eric's birthday. Anybody else have a birthday out there today? By chance? No, just Eric. All right, we get to embarrass just Eric. How cool is that? We worked up real quick here. Happy birthday. So here's happy birthday to Eric. Feel free to sing along. All right. Everybody got the music up? And 1, 2. All right. Happy birthday, Eric. 18 years old, right? All right. That's a big one. So we're going to head on to our next tune now. This one is one of the most influential tunes in jazz history. It is called So What? And it is by a great composer, Miles Davis. And this album that this was recorded on was called Kind of Blue. If you're looking to get a start into jazz music, that would be a great starting point. Kind of Blue by Miles Davis. It was a very influential jazz album, so definitely recommend you checking it out. We have our own Miles Davis with us on the solo part, and that would be Dominic Gerritsen playing the trumpet solo on this one. Thank you, Dominic, for that trumpet solo. Appreciate that. All right, we've got a few more for you here. This next one, it's a fun, upbeat rock tune. It's called Bubbert Goes Retro. And this one actually will feature a duet. We have two people that were working up the solo. We have Lily Deal and we have Haley Stover on the clarinet and flute on this solo. So without further ado, here is Bubbert Goes Retro. All right, nice job to that duet there, Haley and Luke. Appreciate that. Okay, we have two more sections that we're going to introduce kind of together. These back two rows of the ensemble make up the individuals playing the trumpet parts, but we have some clarinets and a flute player in the mix as well that have joined the party this year. So yeah, really appreciate having them on board, and we'll just introduce them here. We have Louis Deal on the clarinet, Haley Stover on the flute, Grace McQuarrie on the clarinet, Katie Schoaf on the clarinet, Hannah Molnix on the clarinet. Clarinets are taking over. And then in the back row here, we have our trumpets. We'll start down here at the end. Carter Rollins, Dominic Gerritsen, Evan Burt, Vanessa Franklin, and last but not least, Colin Staten. These students before you today are among the best that our school has to offer, and I am very grateful and fortunate to work with them on a daily basis. So many of these students are juggling so many different activities. We have people checking people out at Walmart. We have people on the tennis team. We have people waiting tables at restaurants. We have all kinds of things that keep these kids busy. But again, they're some of the best and brightest that this school has to offer, and they just have an amazing ability of juggling all those things. So we really appreciate that, and we hope that it's setting them up to be successful in whatever they choose to do for the rest of their lives. So students, thank you for your sacrifice and commitment to the group. I really enjoy this opportunity to work with you and make music together. So let's give one round of applause for these wonderful students before us here. So you know, we, the band department and orchestra as well, has a concert coming up on May 16th. It's another Sunday, not Mother's Day. That would not be good. But the weekend after Mother's Day, on that Sunday, we will also have a performance for you. And Stardusters will also give a smaller set at that concert. And we're going to try to work in a few new tunes, including our namesake, Stardust. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be, hopefully weather permitting, like it is tonight, we'll be in the school parking lot where they had the graduation ceremony this past year. So we hope that you can join us for that performance as well. But it's been so wonderful performing for you today. Hopefully you got some ice cream, the best food known to man. And we're going to close out our program today with one more tune. This one will feature Allison Simon on the piano, and this one is a tune called On Broadway. It's been featured in several movies throughout the years. It's by George Benson, but we hope you enjoy On Broadway as we close out our program here today. Thank you so much again for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much.